Hey, this is Guy Cordell with Ridley's Vacuum and Janitorial Supply. We're going to show you today how to put the brush, the splash guard onto our C20 machine, and we're also going to show you how to change the squeegee blade. So we're going to start with the splash guard. So on the splash guard of the unit, it's going to sit on the little ledge right here of this unit. So when you go to put it on, what we're going to do is kind of tuck it like this above, so that way it will capture here, and then we're just going to fit it around the unit. So once you get this fitted around the unit, it's basically going to just float above the brush, so it just floats on there. So we're just going to fit this guy just around like this, and we're just going to kind of wiggle it throughout to break it down, and then it's going to sit right there on that ledge just like that. Okay, now when we go to put the brush on, we're just going to slide the brush, or this is a pad driver, we're going to slide the pad driver underneath the unit. We're going to center it. Once we center it, then we can drop the deck by using the lever back here. We're going to drop this deck down on front of it, and then we can turn the unit on and it'll self-load itself onto the unit. So that's how we're going to do that. Now, when we want to change the squeegee blade, so as you're cleaning the floor, you're going to wear blades, right? We want to keep a nice sharp edge on our squeegee blades. That's going to be picking up the water off this sharp edge. So as these wear or melt or deteriorate, we got to change blades or flip blades. So what we're going to do is start with this front blade here, and this blade, this strap will come off. So we're going to wiggle it. Sometimes they stick. You just kind of have to pull it a little bit. Sometimes you can grab a knife and just kind of break it off here just because it's sticking and it's been sitting on there for a while. All right, so the strap's gonna come off the front, and then we're gonna have the same thing on the one on the back. So we can do the same type of thing, just kind of pop it in like this to kind of break it loose a little bit. We're gonna pull that off just like that. So we have our front two straps here, left and right. We're going to pull our blades off, and let's say that we want to flip this blade. We can take it and we can flip it. So we're able to flip this blade this way to use this side, and we're able to flip it this way, so if we have two different sides that we can use. So we have four different sharp blades at different angles that we can use with this blade. So we flipped our blade. We're going to go ahead and put that back on. So we're going to fit it around the areas here. And then we're going to go ahead and put our left side, which if we're behind the machine, it'd actually be all right. And then we're going to take this one and put this one on. Make sure it's straight. Make sure it gets put in. And then this little plunger guy is going to go right inside that hole there. And then we're just going to, when we push this down, what it's going to do is push the blades out and make them nice and tight. So we shouldn't have any waviness into this blade right here on the back. On the front. Now on the back blade, similar thing, it's got a latch right here. The strap's gonna come off. It's a little bit easier to pop off than the front one, typically. Pull the right side off, and then we're gonna, this one's stuck on there. So perfect example, we just pry it a little bit, move these blades around, move it to the side. We're gonna remove this rear blade, and then again, we're gonna flip this blade over. So we wanna flip this blade over and use the other side. We're pretending that it's worn down and that we want to change the blade. Go ahead and put this side back on here. We're going to kind of catch it in this side over here, so that way it grabs. And then we're going to take this blade over here. We're going to grab it over here, and then we're going to get these here. One thing we want to make sure we're doing is that all the holes are clear here, and it's not above or jammed up in any way. So that way when we do strap it down, it can pull the blades together and then make a nice sharp edge here. So thanks for watching. This is the Champ Professional C20 BD-QP, and be the same on a traction drive, which would be a DTD-QP. Thanks for watching. Give us a call if you have any questions.